Yeah, let's do it. What's going on? So we already have done a I guess an emergency reaction podcast about
Mhm.
Luka, but there's more and more news coming out with Luka Doncic. This is a story we're going to be covering for a long, long time. But what's the latest? 24 hours later.
Yeah, so Mavs GM Nico Harrison did a presser before the Mavs played in Cleveland today. Sat with Jason Kidd for basically this was their pregame availability, and he answered like 5 questions, then got up and left. So here are the key points on his conversation with the Lakers.
Mm.
He confirmed that he did not talk to any other team but the Lakers and started the conversation with Rob Pelinka a few weeks ago, and it eventually materialized into a trade. Number two, on presenting the trade to Governor Patrick Dumont, when he first presented this Luca trade idea, Dumont laughed. And I guess he just continued on and made it happen. On the Supermax extension that Luca was eligible for in the offseason, he confirmed that Luca did not give any indication that he was going to pass on signing the Supermax. Also confirmed that at no point did Luca request a trade. He also confirmed that Jason Kidd did not know about the trade until it happened. And then he said to the fans, I'm sorry, they're frustrated. It's something we believe as an organization that's going to make us better. We believe it sets us up to win, not only now, but in the future. And then when he was asked about what he meant by that, he said, the future to me is 3 to 4 years from now. The future is not 10 years from now. That's when they'll probably bury me and Jason Kidd by then, or we'll bury ourselves. Anyways,
Okay.
an
Okay.
all-time terrible presser.
Wow.
There's protests happening outside the arena. I
Mm.
believe there's the Dirk Nowitzki statue has been vandalized. They're trying to clean that off.
No, not Dirk.
Yeah, the fans are just really
Leave
frustrated.
Dirk alone.
And then Luca released one of those farewell messages on his Twitter, IG. You guys can check it out. Basically, just said that I came here as a teenager to pursue my dreams of playing basketball at the highest level, and he thought he was gonna bring a championship to Dallas. I won't read the whole thing. You guys can
Mhm.
check it out. So yeah, that's about it. That's the update. The Lakers, like on the Lakers side, Chris
Man.
Haynes confirmed that LeBron intends to continue to be a Laker past the trade deadline, and
Okay.
and they're now in the market for a big man. Nick Claxton and Robert Williams are the ones who have been mentioned. So
I
that's
mean, you
that's
got to.
your full update.
Yeah, so a lot of things there. Maybe let's work in reverse. I mean, I think number one, obviously, you move AD, you're definitely going to need front court help. With all due respect to Jackson Hayes and Christian Coloco, that's not going to cut it for a playoff team. Um, I'm not even sure if Robert Williams cuts it for. Does he still play basketball? Again, like I feel
Hey,
like he
once you go to
disappeared.
Portland, you really don't know. Yeah.
Yo,
Do you
honestly,
know Matisse Tybel's there? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Matisse Tybel's there.
Yeah, he's still doing a vlog. Yeah,
Duop Reith.
yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah,
Yeah, Duop Reith is there.
yeah, yeah,
Australian.
yeah.
Um, They have Jeremy Grant, who I think was like playing Game Boy or something, like Game Boy Color. I
Yeah.
think I've seen a photo of that.
Jeremy Grant could pull out a phone in the middle of a game and no one would notice right now.
I have not seen one Portland clip all season, which is incredible because it is
Yeah.
now February.
The only clip,
Um,
the only clip I can remember was when I believe it was it Delano Banton and Zach Eady going at it.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
because I think Delano was like going for a basket in a blowout
okay, a
game at
little
the
East
end.
Side West Side, okay,
Sure, sure. Yeah, but
yeah,
your point
a
stands.
little
Like,
East Side versus
yeah,
Rexdale. I think Rexdale will
like
win that one, no
DeAndre Ayton
problem.
could miss 3 games because there's too much ice on his driveway, and I don't think we would report it. Yeah.
Right, yeah, he got ice in his veins, and
He's he got ice in his lanes.
he got ice in his legs. It's hard. Um, yeah, I mean, I think you got to give them not only a center, but especially an athletic lob catching center. It's like the number one thing to put around a guy like Luka. We'll
Mhm.
see if the Lakers still have assets to get it done, but quite frankly, the Lakers just stumble into getting players on their team, so I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll happen. It'll just magically happen for them. Um, the LeBron staying past the trade deadline. I mean, it is very curious because I think he has a player option in the offseason. This is if LeBron ever wanted to play with Steph, this summer will be it.
Yeah,
Find a
well,
way to get yourself signed and traded to the Warriors.
the other player who has a player option this summer is Kyrie Irving. And
Oh
now the
man,
chatter is Kyrie is going to exercise that option and join the Lakers
yo,
in the offseason. So he can
yo.
talk about a 2-for-1 reunion. He gets to reunite with LeBron and Luca.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So
I honestly feel like the Lakers. Wow, I mean that would be ridiculous. We know
my
that
new yeah.
Kyrie's
No, go
been
ahead.
really happy playing with Luka. That's the thing. Like Kyrie was like wilding for a while, and then he came
Yeah.
to Dallas, and then he really, really found a good place with Luka, and then they traded Luka. They did the unthinkable. I still can't believe it. I
No.
had 20 different versions of can you believe the Mavs traded Luka at the arena tonight? Like 20 different versions of the same combo. And
Nuance Shadamas when LeBron retires and the torch is officially handed
mm.
to Luka in LA, he's gonna recruit Nikola Jokic there.
Oh,
Yep. It's gonna be
honestly,
Luka and Jokic.
I don't put anything past them. Oh, if they want a lob catching center, they might as well get Wemby as well. Like,
no, I think the Luka Jokic is gonna happen.
The NBA moving like La Liga, basically. It's just freaking Real Madrid and Barcelona every year, no matter what. By the way, I finally found. I thought more about like what's the craziest like I guess like player movement thing, like a trade or signing or whatever that shook the NBA to this degree.
Yeah,
and the closest cross sport comparison I had was when PSG bought Neymar off of Barcelona. That was like. Okay. Comparable in terms of like Neymar was like top 5 player in the world at that time. He different circumstances because he wanted his own team, kind of like I guess T-Mac Vince in a much bigger scale. And then goes to PSG of all places. So I suppose this is actually a reverse of what happens here. But in any case, like that one was like, it shook the soccer world at that time. There's so many reports, like all the players going online and reacting to it. That's kind of like what it reminded me of.
Sure.
We're seeing all the NBA players go online. They're like, wait, am I going to get traded now? Because if they can trade the Don, they could trade me as well. Shouts to Luka being known as the Don as well.
Yeah, I never knew that. What up, Jerome?
What's up, guys? Just here thinking about whether I should spend the night editing a Norman Powell video.
Don't look at the chat. Yeah.
Oh no.
Get him,
actually,
chat.
I did look at a chat, and they requested to see the video of fans bringing a coffin or.
Oh yeah, do you have that one? That one's.
I just loaded it. I'm gonna play it right now. Hopefully, we can hear us talking over it.
Okay.
So here it is. These are the fans that are bringing it out. What isn't playing because we don't have the audio going right now is they're playing Wiz Khalifa's "See You Again."
It's been a long day. Yo, this is like when they make a movie and the director doesn't know sports and they think this is how people actually react to like trades.
Sure,
it's actually happening.
It's like fan fiction or something to that. Yeah,
I'm going so crazy. I feel like if tomorrow everyone involved in this was like, this was actually an elaborate prank. Like, I would be willing to buy.
Well, doesn't AD have an elaborate prank?
Yeah, he has an Impractical Joker show or something that people have mentioned. But it's like, if all the reporters on ESPN and everybody and Nico Harrison was like, yeah, this was just a whole stunt that we wanted to pull on you, I would still believe it.
Right. Yeah. No. Like, you can let it go for this long, and like someone could just say like, "Just kidding," and you'd believe that right away.
So I do have a few. Let's see.
By the way, last thing too is the fact that Nico went out there and this is because again, you get advised. Like the PR staff is there coaching these guys up. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, when you get this question, you're gonna say this, and when you get this question, you're gonna say this. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's not just they're just going off the cuff. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they go off script. But generally speaking, they're prepared. Like they're almost like directors in a movie.
This is for Nico. This is your biggest press conference. Like you have to hit this.
You have to hit this. Yeah. And for him to say no, Luka did not force a trade and did not indicate that he wanted to leave out of Dallas, because that was maybe one of the things. Is like maybe if he somehow said that, oh, I didn't want to stay and all that. It's like, okay, you got to get something for him in return. At least you would understand it to some degree.
Still wouldn't understand it because you're a year and a half out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you've already ruled that possible excuse out for yourself. Then you go on record and say, yeah, we only negotiated with the Lakers. Why? Why would you not open up to the whole league?
I think.
What are you doing?
I think the hardest thing to understand is just incompetence sometimes, and that's what it began. Like that's how people start feeding into like the conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
like it can't just be incompetence. But I guess from his standpoint, because he has a relationship going back to being a Nike executive with AD, he specifically targeted Anthony Davis in this scenario. Like he wanted AD specifically. which is like so wild to me.
Again, like we're trading Anthony Davis like he's Antonio Davis. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we got to put some more respect on Anthony Davis, but at the same time, it's just not comparable, man.
So
it's trading one USD for one CAD right now.
No, couple comments in the chat. So one of them did reference that it's funny how nobody talks about how valuable AD can be for Dallas.
Hey, is he going to be as valuable as getting them to the finals?
I don't think it's the fact that no one, like, AD's a great player. He's going to have a great impact on that team when he's healthy.
Right.
But that's just not what this trade is about. This trade is just about the Dallas Mavericks completely punting on the rest of Luka Doncic's career.
I think the only way that this gets spun as like even a neutral trade or like approaching neutral trade is if they win the championship. Like the Mavs got to win the championship to make this okay.
Yeah, I've seen some Dallas fans being like, even if they win a championship, I'm not going to be happy. That's a lie.
What?
If they win a championship, if you win a championship, it's going to be all good. Like that's the ultimate goal. You're still going to be like, oh damn, we don't have Luka for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
But if you win a championship in that scenario, you get it this year, then I think you just call it even and move on. And that's it.
That's what's going to need to take place.
Yeah. So it leads to this one. Question: what would a trading Luka Doncic fumble look like for the Raptors? So I thought about this.
Okay.
This is like if Vince Carter, after the 2001 season, leads us to within one shot of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yep.
And then in the offseason, or like I guess 3 months after, you hear a report that Vince Carter has been traded to the Sixers for Dikembe Mutombo. You go ahead and tell me that's not a similar comparison.
I know respect AD, man. He better than
I know Dikembe was like
Dikembe, but come on, bro.
I know Dikembe was like 36, 37 at the time.
Dikembe, he was born 36,
but
man.
he was just coming off a Defensive Player of the Year season.
Okay,
with Philadelphia. Yeah, I know AD doesn't have one of those. I'm just saying this is like equivalent to that. Like you're trading a player who you just experienced a franchise high with for like just a player that I know, like you're just baffled
just in the finals, man.
I know, but this is the closest I could come up with. Yeah, this is the closest I come up with of like just like what is the Raptors franchise like equivalent?
Here's the thing: the Raptors have not been as blessed as either Dallas or the Lakers to have even had a Luka in the first place.
The thing, completely correct. And I still don't get how you spent all these years trying to build a team around Luka.
Yeah.
Like you went through the Porzingis experiment, you got out of that.
Yeah.
You lucked out because Kyrie had his third and fourth eye open in Brooklyn and was available for a super low price of Spencer Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith, who, by the way, Spencer Dinwiddie still in Dallas.
Yep.
So like it's just I can't believe they went through all this just to ship him out because he's 270 pounds.
Someone said Vince Carter for Rasheed Wallace. I mean,
yeah, something of that nature. It's honestly impossible. Like we've gone through today across two pods, like we've covered everyone from Babe Ruth to Wayne Gretzky to like Paul George, like there's just no comparison for this. There just isn't. Like this is just like a once in a lifetime. Like we're never gonna see a crazier trade than this.
Someone said this is like trading Scotty for Ben Simmons. Again, we have to respect AD, man. Come on.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like none of these comparisons hit because like it's just really hard to find.
Yeah, you know what? The one thing I was gonna say too is, I mean, this is whatever, but like for Luka, I hope this is a big wake up call for him because like a player that is as talented as him should never even reasonably be traded. And I know this is like we're all kind of already saying it's mismanagement by the Mavs, but like, if you go to Lakers, the expectation for him is also to win a championship. Like every star that goes to the Lakers, like you either get like cheered like Kobe or you get like clowned on like Dwight Howard. And the difference is if you win a championship or not. You know? And like LeBron goes there within a year, they've already gotten, or within 2 years, they've already gotten a chip with him and AD. Like we'll see sort of who they pair, him with. Maybe it's just him and LeBron as is. Yeah, although I feel like that's a bit of an awkward pairing, but still, like could work, I guess.
They're gonna get Jokic, bro. Denver fans gotta get ready, man.
Oh my god!
It's the next like 5 years of the NBA is gonna be Luka and Jokic versus Wemby and Giannis. and I guess De'Aaron Fox can run point there.
Goodness,
It'll be
man.
Fox versus 36-year-old Kyrie.
This shit really is Real Madrid. I swear. They're like, oh, we have Vinny, but let's also get Kylian Mbappe.
No, but people have been complaining about parity and stuff. Like, is it time to bring a super team back? Like a real super team?
Well, look, if Luka ends up getting more help in LA as well, but also just Luka in LA, period, and then you also have LeBron potentially going to Golden State. Again, this is like, you know, he would have to make a big change or whatever, but he said he'll want to play with Steph. I feel like it kind of pushes maybe that door a little bit more open than previously. Yeah, it would be kind of like, I mean, doesn't this make me want to tune into the NBA? Like, this is the biggest thing that's happened in the NBA since like what, really?
I can't even. I mean, I guess it'd be like KD going to the Warriors type. That was like a huge move, and it just made the Warriors like very watchable. Like everybody was just watching them for like those few years. Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while.
LeBron to the Cavs this week? No, that'd be kind of hard.
Nah, man, leave the Cavs alone, man. Just let the young Cavs just do their own thing.
Yo, Brown about to be on the Cavs 3 times, like how Spencer Dinwiddie he's going to be on the Mavs 3 times somehow.
No more LeBron drama, man. Can we just appreciate LeBron?
Yeah,
and just keep him in LA.
I can actually kind of drama. I at some point I would love for LeBron to like fade away a little bit. Just like I love the story. It's great. Respect him like tremendously, but like you know, just time for new storylines, you know?